Hi, I'm Anand. I've come here to give you an overview of how do you access your soul's blueprint from the Akashic records. There are actually three realms. The These realms are spiritual, astral, and ethereal. Your Akashic record is the collective information of the soul's blueprint, which is saved for each incarnation of the soul. When the soul does its journey, because of the unawareness of the past information that is stored in these records, people get stuck in life without being able to change themselves or move forward in life to work on their uh, true purpose, true soul purpose. That is why we access information from Akashic records. It can be done in many ways. It can be done with the help of crystals. It can be done by hypnosis also. But if you use crystals, it will be much easier. There are record keeper crystals which we can use for retrieving Akashic information, Akashic records information from the past. For example, we can use even crop circle stones like flint for undertaking a past life journey. Other than that, there are record keeper crystals like apophyllite or Lemurian seed crystal, Lemurian star seed crystal, which we can use for accessing our Akashic records. Akashic records are not any particular individual's information, as it is stored in the astral realms under the sun. It is something like a particular incarnation in the earth plane is actually uh, uh, coming into life because the soul has a particular journey to undertake, and our idea is to find the particular purpose in life, the true purpose in life, so that we don't get stuck in life by being in cyclical karmic patterns, or without being able to understand the true purpose in life and trying to be the best version of yourself. And that's why I explained the three realms: ethereal, astral, and spiritual realms. We can use our psychic abilities like clairvoyance or clairsentience. That is how you pick and sense energy from objects, like crystals also. Like suppose when we use a record keeper crystal for doing an Akashic record meditation, the stone will tell you the information we need from our own past life, and we can sense and feel the history of it by either keeping it under a pillow or by meditating with the stone. Suppose we are using an apophyllite or a Lemurian seed crystal, and we are asking the stone to help you find the information of your past, then the stone will take you into a different dimension altogether. There are crystals like time link crystals which can take you to the past or a future timeline. Like there are two ways of doing it. There is one crystal called left activation time link crystal, which will take you to the past of a past lifetime, and there is something called right activation time link crystal, which can take you to the future timeline of a past life or the future itself as such. It can be both ways. These crystals are excellent in the sense that normally there is much difference between a timeline crystal and an ordinary crystal, because normally it will have 6 phases, and there will be a termination phase for a timeline crystal which is called the 7th phase. And the timeline crystals can be used effectively for connecting to specific lifetimes of the past. Suppose through Akashic Record Keeper meditation we are able to access certain information about our past lives. If we pinpoint it, we can use the timeline crystals to jump into a future timeline also. Like suppose we are stuck in a past negative cycle or pattern of karma, which is the reason why you are not able to flourish in life, career, or love, or relationships as in general, or being able to find your true purpose in life, or being the best version of yourself. Then we can use the help of a time link crystal, a right activation time link crystal, to help us jump into a future timeline. But in order to find a pinpoint to a specific uh, lifetime of ours, we need to use a normal record keeper crystal to do our Akashic record keeper meditation and find our soul's journey from the past and help us download information from the stone as claircognizant images. That's the way I said about how to feel and sense energy from stones. And for that, you can, there are different ways of picking and sensing energy from objects, especially crystals. You can sense and feel energy from the stone, which will be different from when we connect to a specific lifetime or a person. That is a differentiation we need to make when we feel and sense energy from crystals, because we should not mix up the emotions of being attached to a person when we access a current or a past lifetime using a crystal. That is the differentiation you need to make. For example, suppose using the stone, the stone took us to a certain lifetime which we had a relationship or a particular emotional understanding with someone else, and those emotions should not get mixed up when we ask the stone to help us download an insight or an image from a specific timeline, as we need to use our own feeling senses like clairsentience. You need to use a heart and gut to pick up energy from the stone to understand about that particular timeline. That is something you need to be aware of. And there are some psychic commands which we can use, especially if there are people who are who have clairvoyant or clairsentient abilities. You can pick energy through your senses, like through your heart and gut, and that is how, or as clairvoyant images also. It will come in your third eye from the spirit realms, from your own spirit. And normally that is something which clairvoyants, which or psychic intuitive light workers like us can help on, as we can guide you towards your future destination by downloading the Akashic record information with the help of stones, and walk you through a future timeline by helping you understand what could have been your best possible, your highest timeline in your life, and help you clear all negativities or ill effects of karma, if any is there in your current lifetime which you are facing and finding it difficult to break that. That's it.